Welcome to Mug This is Mug Second, and today we're going to talk about the second qualifier that just happened like I think finished like 3 hours ago, 2 hours ago, something like that. So we have here the top 8, and first of all, congratulations for John, who won with Han Solo 1 Yellow. I know John, we met him in the Galactic Championship, we talked a bunch during the 3 days, and I remember that he played with Han Solo 1 Blue. I'm pretty sure he played with that in the Galactic Championship. So yeah, he's a Han Solo 1 player for a while, right? And last week in my Discord server, here in the description we have a link to my Discord server. He sent a photo and him holding like the playmat of the champion of a PQ that he won with Han Solo 1 with Yellow. So yeah, he's grinding with this deck. And yeah, like it's really fun. It's really cool to see like he won PQ last weekend. I don't know, it's last weekend or like 2 weeks ago, but yeah, he won recently, and now he just won a sector qualifier, like I guess a bunch of amazing deck like Ophrimoron, that is Woo. We have here George the Hulk, that is amazing player too. So congratulations for your result, man. And here we have the top 8, and we can talk a little bit here about the top 16 maybe. We have here no, this is top 8. 3 Palpatines here, 2 yellows, 1 blue, which is cool to see. Like, we're seeing more and more Palpatine right now, because I think the main deck against Palpatine was Sabine, like in the last sets. So now we don't have a single Sabine here. Like, let's see the best Sabine that we have here. It's not even the top 40, right? Look at this. Oh my god, top 64. We don't have a single Sabine top 64. It's just maybe it could be this one of these unknown, but I don't think so. Which is really interesting to see, like a sector without a Sabine in top 64, right? So yeah, this is good for Palpatine, because now we don't have like we have aggro decks like Han Solo, but we don't have an aggro deck that pings every turn right against you. So this is really good for Palpatine. We didn't see a single Yoda data vault in the top 16 too, which is interesting. The best one was in 19. We have a 1 in 20. We're not seeing too many Yoda data vault, to be honest, which is cool too. Like I think the main thing about Secrets of Power is that the meta is changing like every 2 weeks. The meta is really changing. Like we have Anakin data vault first, then we have Yoda, Han 2 ECL now. Now we're seeing Cad Bane back into the meta. Maybe this could be a tier 1, because if we have Han Solo 2 that plays damaging units, maybe we can play with Cad Bane Tarkin Cell. We can just use Tarkin Cell to defeat that unit. We can just ping something and McClung can defeat a unit. So could be really good. And we've seen here 2 Cad Banes in the top 8. So let's start here with the Palpatine Yellow. I will show the list here. Let me zoom here this. I think this is one more. Okay. Yeah, we have here Palpatine Yellow. I think this is like a common list, to be honest. I play a bunch with Palpatine Yellow this season, so I'm pretty sure like I will not say the 100% the same list, because I just play with 2 Devastator, but it's like almost the same thing. Like the idea is the same. Like we have Bazine Natal with Garen, that is just amazing. You can play like Bazine turn 1, discard something. Garen turn 2, discard something because you saw something with Bazine, so you can just choose that card. You can use McClunk. If you do like Bazine, Garen turn 2 and McClunk, you're probably going to defeat something and it's still going to play again, maybe the next turn to discard something. I don't know. Depends on the deck that you're playing, because maybe you want to play Technician or Resupply to Ram for sure. But yeah, I think Palpatine is really good. Like I said, the deck is amazing. It's like the ultimate mid-range deck. Is like so good. Against some decks, like really hard for other mid-range to deal with Palpatine, because he's going to take control of one of your units, then he's going to ramp. Late game, you'll have Devastators. We'll have Legacy Run with Palpatine, that is just amazing 7 damage, because it's 6 from Legacy Run, 1 from Palpatine's ability, so it's really good. We'll have 3 Change of Heart, because I'm going to take control of your unit, then I will defeat it with my Palpatine's ability, so it's really good, this deck. And like I said, we don't have too many Sabines now to stop him, so pretty. Let me see if he plays against some Sabine here in the map and through the tournament. Sabine is bad to him because it's a really aggressive deck, and I think it's his only loss. Yeah, during the day 1, day 2 was the only loss. Sabine, he was against Piet, that is a meta deck right now. Yoda, that is a meta deck. Han Solo, that is a meta deck. So really good to see he didn't play against one Sabine, like I just said. And he loses another Han Solo in the top 8, but really decent deck, really good. Here we have the Cad Bane by George the Hulk. I faced George the Hulk in the the Galactic Championship was really fun to play against him. Here we have the Cad Bane, and it's really interesting to see this one because this is not underground. So he's not going to ping with Cad Bane. It's kind of whatever because this is the Cad Bane Weenie, the Cad Bane aggro that will have a bunch of cost 1 units. So you can start to put some pressure in space too, which is interesting to see, right? You can start with this unit, the opponent, okay. He still have 1 resource, so he probably will play another underground unit. Actually, I'm saying underground, but it's underworld. Sorry, underworld unit, and will ping like he didn't play underworld, but he still can play because still have 1 resource. We have a bunch of cost 1 units here. Death Star, some super is not, but it's really common to see because it's a 3/1 in the ground for cost 1, right? And this one have Garandon, which is really cool to see too, because we have the Cad Bane mid-range that is like with Bazine, Garandon, and it don't have like a bunch of the cost 1 units because it's not the aggro version. But they figured out that the aggro version is better, and Garandon is really good too, because if you're like a competitive player, you know every other deck. Like sometimes for sure you're going to play, you can face some rogue decks, but most of the time you're going to play like competitive decks, so you know what they can do, you know what they can do to stop you. So like Overrun Barrage is really good against this Cad Bane aggro because we have a bunch of cost 1 HP lives, right? So it's really like Overrun Barrage for 4 can defeat like 4 units sometimes, so it can be really bad for you, and you know that. So you can just play Garandon without knowing that your opponent have Overrun Barrage in hand, but you know that maybe this is the only card that it can play that it can stop you, like to make you lose. So you just say you can just play Garandon, Overrun Barrage. Maybe your opponent don't have, and if they don't have, okay, so you're free to just overrun your opponent because you have a bunch of units and they don't have Overrun Barrage to stop you, and if they have, you're just going to the score with Garandon. So I think Garandon can be really good. You still can use McClunky in it, so it's pretty good. Let's go to the next one. Here we have Han Solo. Let me see if it is okay. Han Solo 1 green. This made top 8 too. I think this is pretty standard list too. I don't think we have too much to talk about here. Everyone know what Han Solo 1 wants to do. They can ramp turn 1, they can play Falcon turn 1, then Chewie turn 2. Now they have like a 6/7 in a space that is really hard to deal with it. So yeah, I think everyone knows how to do it. What Han Solo 1 wants to do, Han Solo 1 green. And sometimes if they just play like Falcon or Stolen turn 1, then Chewie turn 2, and if you maybe don't have Force Lightning, you don't have Fang Fighter, you don't have Confiscate, you're just going to lose because it's really overrun this damage. Like they can just take for 3 turn 1, 6 turn 2, 6 turn 3, and you're just like, okay, I already took like 15 damage. If you're playing with 25, if you're playing with 28, you're like, you have less than the half of your HP. So this could be really bad for you. This deck is really good. It's really consistent in what you want to do, and they figured out that the 30 HP base is better than the Data Vault in this specific one. Like for sure, for Yoda is better. The Data Vault, they want to go to the late game. They want to survive the late game to deploy the later. So, but this one don't, because this one can be really aggressive, like I said. So playing with with less 10 cards, because they're not playing with Data Vault, is better for consistency and what you want to do. So this deck is just really good. We have here another Han Solo, but this is the yellow version. Is not the winner, and I know that it's not the winner because for sure this don't say John Yellow, but because I talked with John Yellow last week, and he said that he put it out the Boulder Rook from the main deck. He put it in the only 2 in the sideboard, and I think it makes sense. Against specific decks, Boulder Rook can be really good, but I don't know, like Boulder Rook in set 1, set 2 was just so good split turn 1, turn 2, but now it's just a 3/3. We have some units like 3/4, 3/5 out there that can be really bad for you because they can just defeat Boulder Rook and be alive. So I think Boulder Rook in specific match can be really good, but you can just play this one in the sideboard and bring it into the main deck, like in again this specific decks, right? We're going to talk about more about Han Solo 1 when I'm going to tell the winner here, okay? We have here another Cad Bane. This one is from Wu. I think now we enter the top 4? Probably yes. This is from Wu of Firmaron. The same thing as the other one. I think this one, yeah, does not have the cost 1 space unit. Still play with Stolen, still play with Garen, just like I said. You don't need to know your opponent's hand. This don't play with Bazim. Like I said, you don't need to know your opponent's hand. You know what you're facing, you know what they can do to stop you, so you're just going to name that card. If they don't have, it's okay for you. If they have, you're just going to discard. Cad Bane will be back to the meta. I don't know if probably tier 1 now, because I think Han Solo 2 ECL is the deck that we need to beat, you know? And I don't think it's Yoda Data Vault anymore. I think Han Solo 2 ECL took that place. Anakin Data Vault is, I don't think we're going to talk about Anakin Data Vault anymore. Like, Anakin Data Vault is still a good deck, but we're not seeing too much like right now in the top 8 and kind of stuff. So, because Yoda took place, then now Han Solo 2 ECL. Now Cad Bane took the Han Solo 2 ECL place, because looks like a good match for Cad Bane. And interesting to see. I think this can change again. If Cad Bane dominates, we can see a deck that will defeat Cad Bane, and this just going to change every time, and which is good to see, like, it's a health meta. And here we have another Han Solo. This is Han Solo 2, actually, Han Solo 2 ECL. We're seeing a bunch of this right now, like in a bunch of PQs. We're seeing a Sector this week, and the last week was Sector original. I don't remember now, but yeah, we saw that. I think it was original. This deck is really good. We can have some plays like Heroic Arc 170 that you can just play with this with damage and do 2 damage to something. Maybe you're going to defeat something. We'll have Grogu for turn 1 for sure. Then you can move your damage, which is amazing because you just play something with 2 damage, and you can just heal with Grogu and do 2 damage and something else. I think the main thing about Han Solo that is so stupid is, like, you can play Poe and Queen Amidala for 4. So you can just play Queen Amidala as a 5-1, but kind of whatever if she's having 1 HP, because you're going to create 2 spy tokens, and which is going to, like, if your opponent tries to do damage in Queen Amidala, you can just, okay, I'll just sacrifice my token, here my spy token, she's going to be alive, and I will heal you for 5. You're just not going to do this against 1000 for sure, because they can just use -1/-1 and defeat it, but I think you guys got it. Poe for 4 is just stupid. Like, 6-4 is really hard to defeat, even for 6-4. If your opponent will try to defeat this by damage, like by attack with a unit, they're going to lose the unit for sure. Like, I don't think we have a unit that can attack for 4 and have more than 6 HP, like, that you can play in turn 2 to attack turn 3. So yeah. So probably you're going to take with this Poe, or at least your opponent will lose like 2 units maybe to defeat this Poe, maybe open fire. So this means that they're probably not going to play something this turn, which is good for you. So Poe and with Han Solo is just stupid. It's like really strong for sure. And like Cad Bane, like the other decks, I think everyone knows what Han Solo 2 ECL wants to do, right? Here we have a Kylo Ren. This made the 2nd place, which is really cool to see here in the final, because this is a deck that we're seeing more and more in the PQs out there in the top 8, grinding for some like finals, maybe top 4 and kind of stuff. And we see here in the final of the Sector, which is really cool to see. And I could be wrong, but we saw Kylo Data Vault in the top 8 in the original last week. Maybe in the final? No, it wasn't the final. The final was Han Solo 2 against Yoda, right? But I'm pretty sure we have a Kylo Data Vault in the top 8 or 4, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. So this deck like takes place like from Kira, right? Like the last set we have Kira Data Vault. Now we have Kylo Ren. I like Kylo Ren, to be honest. I think the meta is better for Kylo Ren than for Kira. I think the deploy Kira then Overrun Barrage is a play that, like, still amazing play, but it's not necessary to win anymore. Like, you can just do this and your opponent, okay, like, do something the next turn and just wipe the board and stuff like that. They can just ECL with Wrecker, ECL with Poe, ECL with Darth Vader Blue, I don't know. We can do a bunch of things against Kira now. And Kylo Ren, I think, is better, because if you ramp, like, you can just, maybe your opponent have 6 resources, you have 7, maybe you can just deploy, play like Craving Party in your Kylo Ren, so now it's a 7/7, defeat something, maybe in a space, like you can do 7 damage or whatever, and wherever place, I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but yeah, you can do damage whatever, and you still can capture something maybe with Legal Throat. So you're going to like do like 7 damage in something and capture something, and you have a 7/7 cent now in the ground. So like you're so protected now. Against some decks, it's just like really hard to back to this, because maybe your opponent have a bunch of units, but you have Condemn, you have Entrenches to stop your opponent's units. So this is really good. I like it a lot, this deck. I really like this deck. I maybe playing the next showdown here in my city next week. I don't know. I promised to my friends that I was going to play with Padme Amidala because I won with Yoda Data Vault in the last showdown. So I said to them that Padme Amidala Tarkin Chow is a good deck, and they kind of laughed. And I said, okay, I will play with this if I won the showdown today, and I won, but I don't have all of the cards, so I need to figure it out. But yeah, I really like this deck. I really want to play this in physical hands because I never play with this like in the table, like with cards, real card, you know. And here we have the John Yellow list, the Han Solo 1 Yellow that won the tournament. That is like amazing to see. We have some cards that we don't see too much, like Qui-Gon Jinn, like Tala Durith. Maybe you don't even know what this card does. Like, this is a cost 3 Cunning Hero, 3/3 Imperial Rebel, which is like Bodyrook, right? I'm pretty sure Bodyrook is Imperial Rebel. Each other friendly unit gains Hidden, and this have plot. So you might think, but why I want to give Hidden to my units? You're going to resource this for sure. Like, if you're going to play Tala, you're going to resource this. This is for ECL decks. I talked with John like this last week, and he explained to me that Tala, he explained about the Bodyrook that he put in the sideboard, and he said to put Tala Durf in the main deck because it's against ECL decks. So because sometimes you want to deploy your leader, your Han Solo, and maybe your opponent have ECL, they can just ECL pull and defeat your leader, and still can like survive, which is really bad for you. So you can, against this specific decks like ECL decks, against Han Solo 2, Sabine ECL, all of those ECL decks, you can just deploy Han Solo 1, Han Solo leader, then play Tala Durif from plot. Now your Han Solo have Hidden, and your opponent can't target that Han Solo for ECL. Actually, they can't target anything because everything have Hidden, so they're not going to use ECL at all, like this turn, right? And this is so good because you're going to like, you probably have like 6 resources, then you're going to deploy. You still have like 3 resources. Maybe you cannot take for 4 with Han Solo. Play a cost 4 unit, maybe like Kira, maybe I don't know, take from Smuggle, something like that. But you can just hot shot because you still have 3 resources. So you still can hot shot, attack for 6, and maybe you're just going to climb, or I don't know what are you opening going to do. But yeah, you can just do this. If you use hot shots with your Han Solo, now Han Solo is a 6/6, so if your opponent use maybe ECL the next turn with a wrecker, they're going to lose a wreck if they want to attack your Han Solo, you know. With both, they can discard the card from their hand to discard the hot shot and be alive, but with wreck, they're going to lose wreck, which is good for you, right? So let's see here his run here, his pathing. We have here first against Palpatine. Pike Palace is a yellow one, I think it is, right? Han Solo 2, actually Han Solo 1, right? Kylo Ren, he wins against Kylo Ren, and probably Security Complex. Security Complex is 25. Oh, actually no, this is the Kylo Ren. This is the Kylo Ren from set 2, right? I'm pretty sure, yeah, because this is Rash and Deadly, and this Kylo Ren we're not done yet. So yeah, this is the aggro version. We have a Mother 1000. Crystal Caves, I'm pretty sure, is the yellow version, and he played this in the stream. I watched it. What was a fun match to see. So if you want to play Han Solo 1, go there, check it out. And I have a spoiler here for this week, maybe. I talked with John, and I'm pretty sure we're going to record a video like talking about his experience in the sector, talking about the deck. So stay tuned here on the channel. And he lose for Cad Bane, like for Jar the Hug. Well, that is a Cad Bane. I think like Han Solo 1 is really good against aggro decks, but this Cad Bane is really aggressive. The target talk could be really bad for Han Solo 1. I think we have some cards that can be really good to play against Cad Bane, like the Faith in Your Friend. Like Faith in Your Friend is just a stupid card. This card is so good. Oh my god. Like you can play this turn 1, create 2 spy tokens. Maybe if your opponent plays like space, your spy tokens will be safe there to just attack for 4 every turn. It's like so good, this card. In the finals, he used 2 of these against Kylo Ren Data Vault in the turn 3, so they just play like he just played like 4 spy tokens in turn 3, and still have units for turn 1, turn 2, so it's really good. Like this card is so good. What else? Han Solo Wolf the Reeks. I'm pretty sure this is the Han Solo 2, right? Yeah, Han Solo 2. Shadow and the City. I think this is the blue of the Force, right? So he won against Chancellor Palpatine in, I think it's day 2, actually. I don't know if it's 8 rounds or 7. probably 8. So this is probably day 2. He ideal with Wu. He ideal with another Han Solo because he have only one loss here for Judge the Hook. So he knows that if he just ID like two rounds in a row, like he could just go to the top 8 for sure, and he made it. So he faced Han Solo in the top 8. He faced Han Solo in top 2, and he faced Kylo Ren in turn in the finalist, and he won. So yeah, congratulations for your result, man. We have here Han Solo 1 that beats a bunch of other Han Solos. Han Solo 1 in yellow that beat Han Solo 2. ECL that beat Han Solo 2 with the blue with the Force that beat Han Solo 1 green. So really cool to see this deck here. Like I said, we're probably going to record a video with this deck. I'm for sure going to play this week here in the channel and in the gameplay. So what are you guys thinking about the sector? What are you guys thinking about the list? What are you guys thinking about the meta? Say here in the comment and see you in the next video.